You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature. Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop, and today I'm going to check out the Kandy Kitchen from Transogram Marshmallow and Gumdrop Maker. This is called the Mr. Candyman. No batteries, no bulbs, nothing to plug in. Play safe, washable, sturdy plastic parts. The bottom there, it shows you, it says to pour, mix, mold, set, presto. Now, interestingly enough, if you want a little history here, this was probably the second or third maker video that I showed on Lucky Penny Shop. But at the time, I was not actually doing the maker sets. That's a long story, and that history is out there. Well, I don't know if that history is out there. Maybe it's in a video, but I can give you some of that history now. The first maker that I actually did show was one of the McDonald's makers. It wasn't complete. It was just a partial that we were selling on eBay, and then I got a lot of slack on that one. Hey, maybe you should make something with that. But then I didn't have all the parts and pieces, so I finally found all of those makers. Ooh, 1966. Now, there is a little pricing sticker on here. I don't know what this is. It says Grandway, something like that, 15,222. So I don't know what that means. But the rest of the box has this kind of artwork on it. Tasty, delightful, sweet treats for the whole family. Ooh, I can't wait. And there really isn't much more on the box, but it is pretty colorful, and I do like the artwork. Let me know what you think. Lots of colors on there. All right, so let me make a little room here and get this out of the box so I will show it to you again. All right, here we go. Like I said, again, because I showed this all on video, on that original video. Maybe I'll put a little link to that so you can check that out. Now, the tops on these I replaced. This one was actually cracked, but the tops were from other spice jars. That's all I could find that would work. The ones that originally there were missing. And then I do have the original instructions. And then I have pretty much everything bubble wrapped. This is how this was stored when I first got it. Okay, there's the rest of the stuff. Okay, that's everything. Otherwise, I think it's pretty complete. There might be a mixing bowl or something, but I still wanted to show you this. This is pretty fun looking maker. This is the mixing device. Okay. And then here's some more pieces. I'll show you how this all goes together. That's actually a little press where you press your candy treats in. And then I originally did have all of the packets. Wow, it's been many, many years since I've shown this. But today I'm going to use these packets. There was a little spoon, a little knife, and these actually go in his hand. Let's just say I temporarily put that there, but I think it goes on this one. Yes, and that locks in like that. And then these went here like this. Pretty fun little system. So that's how that went. And then here, let me bring the camera down now that we're way down here, and you can take a better look. And then I did have some mixes. So I have the original cornstarch, which I will use today. And then I have chocolate marshmallow mix. I'll make chocolate marshmallows. I have cherry gumdrops, and this is number 2. So you need a number 1 and a number 2 for that. Now there are original mixes that are missing, so I'm just kind of gonna do what I can. You are now the proud owner of a new and unique candy making set. This set has nothing to plug in, no batteries or bulbs to buy. It has safe, sturdy plastic parts for safe, exciting fun in making wonderfully delicious candy treats for the whole family. Okay, so it looks like we are just missing actually a marshmallow pack. We got this one, we got those, we've got one of these. We're missing 3 marshmallow packs, probably 1 more chocolate and 2 were another flavor. We've got all this, we've got this. Read the instructions carefully, lay out parts of set, and study them according to the illustrations so you'll know them well. Wash all parts or set before using first time, particularly aluminum spring in Candyman mixer. All right, I will go over all of this after I do all of that, but there are the instructions and information. All right, so I've set it up. We've taken a look at it. I will take this apart. I will wash. This comes out by the way, and I will make the candy. All right, here we go. Now, if you can, do me a favor, watch that original video way back when. Leave a comment over there too. I was either singing the Candyman can or something. I don't remember what I was doing. I'll have to review the video. I just remember me playing with the little mixer head because I think it's pretty cool. All right, well, they actually, that popped in there. They actually start the steps here. It says fill one barrel with cornstarch and the other with sugar. Now, they don't supply the sugar, and I have the cornstarch. I'm going to do this one here. Now, remember, I had to customize these to get them to work correctly, so I am going to have to be careful with them. One of them was really cracked, and I had to fix the whole thing and seal it. But this is for the gumdrops, so I don't really need to do the sugar on this part because it's for later. I will need sugar though for the marshmallows. Okay, I think that's good. This was the top to like some kind of McCormick seasoning. All right, so we're done with that for now. All right, now I'm taking a mix from 1966, was it? And this is the cornstarch from way back when. I'm going to try to preserve the bag like I always do. Okay. And then I'm going to use this one here with the larger holes. This one's really bad. But we'll put some in. I'm not going to put a lot in there, just enough to kind of shake it on top of the marshmallows. I think that's good. Okay. So that's really the first step. Then they say to make marshmallows. Okay, that's what we want to do. Fill the tray. Now you take this out. You take this out. Let me just make sure I had washed this. It looks like it's a little wet. We don't want any wetness on this, so let me spend a little bit more time drying this. So basically what's happening here is that this tray is basically going to press into the cornstarch and leave the shapes of the candies, the marshmallow candies there, and then when you make gumdrops you use the top part. So it says you can make the gumdrops while your marshmallows are finishing their preparation, so I can't wait to do that as well. I'm going to do both for you today. Okay, don't want any moisture on this at all. Alright, now fill the tray. And then it says, take preformed tray and press down gently into cornstarch to make depressions. Tap all around with the spoon and lift up carefully. Now I could be using this one. I'll switch to this one because it's the one that came with it. There we go. Okay. Now let's see if it's enough. There's still some in here. I'll put a little bit more. It looks like I might need some on that edge. Okay. I'm going to take this tray. Push this in. Oh, you're getting a nice cornstarch. I don't know if you know this, but when they did the old sound effects, cornstarch was used to make footprints. They would use because it makes that sound. I don't know if you could hear it. Okay, tap all the way around. Let's just see. It's my first attempt, so if I feel like I need to improve upon it, I will. Ooh, that came out pretty good. Let me zoom in there. Okay, so I think a little cleanup is in order because the next step is set that aside. So let me clean that up a little bit and then I will come back and work on the next group of steps. All right, I wonder how these old mixes are going to hold up here. We will see. Mixes to be prepared in bottom part of the Candyman mixer. The Candyman can. Here we go. Let's take this off. There is my mixing bowl. Now I have cleaned that out. There might be a little, well, it looks like the plastic with the metal had a little reaction over the years, so let's just do that again. Okay, here we go. Let me just move these out of the way. We will not need those. All right, so it says step A. All right, using the spoon provided, measure 2 3/4 spoons of hot water into the container. Okay, I do like the graphic there. Look at that, hot water. That's a lot of hot water in there, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, so 2 3/4. 1. Kind of reminds me of the candy kits you see nowadays. I bet you can use one of those marshmallow kits for something like this if you wanted to try to use an older one with it. Add package of base 1 to hot water. Okay, so here is chocolate. It's still soft. It says sugar, gelatin, cocoa, salt, natural, and artificial flavor. Remember, this is an antiquity. Well, not necessarily antiquity, vintage. So I need to cut this to save the bag. So I'll just give it a little slice there. I save all the little extras with all these makers so that at least that it retains with it. Okay, there we go. It appears to be fine. The smell is like, you know, a little chocolate mixed in with a little must. How's that? Okay. Twist container back on. Okay, here we go. Ooh, this is the part I've been waiting for. So you gotta line up those tabs. Okay. Note, whip mix by grasping hat of handyman and push quickly up and down for 1 minute. All right, 1 minute together. Here we go. Here's where I can hang out with you. Here we go. The handyman can. Poor guy. Let's look inside though, I think. Yes, it is definitely mixed up. Okay, so it's working. It's doing the intended purpose. Okay, step B. Add 3 level spoons of sugar and whip again for 2 minutes. All right, so I'm going to have to come back and do that. All right, so I'm going to finish this off, come back, and do the next step. All right. Okay, it looks like it's doing something. Not sure exactly just yet, but we will see. All right, step 3, add 3 level spoons of sugar. Okay. 1, 2, do you think it's still going to react? 3. And whip again for 2 minutes. All right, I will set my timer off to the side, and I will be back in 2 minutes, unless you want to see me mix this up for a little bit. Ooh, I didn't set the timer. Oh, and start. Okay, here we go. It is kind of funny, but imagine you got your family around and you're going to tell them, hey, I'm making candy for everybody. They're going to be excited for you when you're using your candy man. Well, I actually was going through my inventory, and that's where I found this again. I said, you know what? That first video, way back when, really was not adequate. Like I said, back then, we weren't actually doing this stuff. We were just kind of selling it. And for some reason, I kept this thinking, nah, I don't want to sell this. Maybe one day, 7 years later, I'll break it out and show you how it works. Okay, that's 1 minute. Let's just take a little look-see. That's the exciting part. Okay, yeah, it's actually mixing pretty good. You're doing great, Mr. Candyman. Okay, I have 1 minute left. I will come back when this is done, and we will do the next step. Making candy with the candy man, making candy. Okay, this is step C. Add base 2 to the mix and go for 1 more minute. It's a much smaller one. This is where all the magic is supposed to happen. Do you think the chemicals are still good? I don't know. Ooh. Okay, 1 more minute. We'll have to check this one. Let's go, Candyman. Start. After this, it gets spooned right in, so no time to wait. It looks like one of my candies collapsed over there, but I'm going to have to run with it. Halfway there. Got to switch hands. That little drop there is bothering me. There you go, Candyman. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let's see, has it done anything? It has not done anything. So I don't know if it's just that's going to happen later. We will see. It might not do anything at all. We could be out of luck, but here we go. Spoon it in to the shapes. Mix now is to be spooned into depressions made in cornstarch. Let this sit for 5 minutes. Using your cornstarch barrel, sprinkle of tops. Okay, so I gotta let this spoon it in and then let it sit for 5 minutes. I'm gonna go just below the lip in case there's some rising here. Doesn't say that, but it looks pretty neat. This is the one that collapsed on me. I'm gonna pour it in anyway. That's a little heart. So much love for the candy. Ooh. I said stop. Let's see if I can just do this now. Ooh, a couple pellets dropped out. All right. 5 minutes. I'm going to set my timer. 5, start. I will be back. All right, I'm getting set up for the gumdrop candies, but before I do that, they want me to cover these marshmallow treats. What did it say? Cover completely. So they are completely covered. Let them set another 10 minutes. Now, I'm going to use this here, but this is a little sketchy, but I'm going to try it anyway. Ooh, did you hear that? I'm taking a chance that the whole lid's just going to fall off. But I want to be as consistent as possible with the kit itself. This is probably just going to help set the top. Okay, I think I got it pretty good. There might be a few little gaps in there, but overall, well, you know what I could do? I could grab my spoon and just do a little touch up here. Okay, there we go. Let's start the gumdrops. Okay, here we go. You see that other tray is just sitting. And then, oh yeah, before you eat those marshmallows, you take off all the excess cornstarch and you can reuse that cornstarch. And then wash again. Okay, did all that. You can start on your gumdrops while your marshmallows are setting in the cornstarch. You will need only the preformed tray. Spoon. Spatula. And the bottom of the Candyman mixer. No whipping is required. Oh, that's too bad. Sorry, Mr. Candyman. Measure 3 full spoons of warm water into container. Okay. 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I gotta dry that. Add package of gumdrop mix, cherry or lime, to 2 level spoons of sugar. Okay, let's get the sugar in there first. 1, 2, and then mix well. And immediately spoon into the shapes. Let's see if this has that musty smell. I guess it does, but actually the other one did smell chocolatey once I started, so the whole thing, I guess. Okay. Let's give you a nice top down. Oh, my tripod is acting up there. Here we go. Looks like a nice color. Smells good now. It doesn't say to coat the trays or anything. Okay, blend well. I think we're pretty good there. Spoon in to the tray. I think I'm going to have to make them all. I'll make the other batch too. I'll be a little careful. I did pretty good on the last ones in regards to getting it just right. They gave you just enough. It says immediately, so I'm worried that it's going to set up, so that's why I'm moving fast here. Moving real fast. Here, you want to look as I pour and check out the Candy Man as he's hanging out back there with you. Oh, there you go. Oh, that one has some lumpies. You could tell it is starting to set. Okay, now I'm going to top all these off. Too fast. Okay, so what does it say now? Let Gumdrops set for 10 minutes. So I got 5.5 on the marshmallows, 10 minutes on these, but I'm going to make the other flavor too. Since I'm here and I've got the kit out, I'll clean up. There's really maybe enough for one more gumdrop. Wow, what a mess. They got me so worried. Immediately. Okay, here we go. I do like to clean up my tray here. It's very Christmassy. I'll reset my timer for 10. There we go. Okay, I'll be back then. All right, here we go. Now, these did not set up very well. I ended up putting them in the refrigerator, so we'll see what's going on here. But I want to get these out, so here we go. The number 1. Oh, look at that. That actually is holding its shape pretty good. So remember, it says take off all the extra, but it is a tad mushy. Marshmallow-like, no, but mushy, yes. Like a gumdrop. This actually looks more like a gumdrop than the gumdrop. That's pretty neat. Now, I wasn't expecting too much. These mixes are some of the oldest mixes I've ever done on... Ooh, I stabbed that. Ooh, I stabbed that one. It's almost like a toffee kind of look to it. Okay, that is that one. Now, I figured it would be good to kind of do the last pack, and I'll probably never, well, let me say never, because I never thought I would actually be doing this video again. Let's see if these even come out now. If they're gumdrop-like, they're not. They're almost creamy. Let me move them to another plate. So that did not set up. So I could try the second one to see if I get any different results. So let me take these out. You know, maybe I'll mix it a little bit more. I don't know. It looks like I have lumpy candy. Smells okay, though. Believe it or not. But they are not really holding their shapes. So I'm just taking out lumpy candy balls here. They all look the same now. Okay. There. Let me prep this for the second batch. I'll mix them a little longer. Maybe that's it. Or, like I really think it's just too old. I'm going to do this one a little bit different just because the purists out there might say, you didn't do that right. Well, we'll see. It says measure 3 spoonfuls of warm water. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Then combine 2 level spoons of sugar and the packet, which I have here, and combine that together into the water. So it's kind of a little bit different than what I did. So let's just see if that makes a difference. Honestly, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference, but we'll see. So let me mix this up. And then blend into water. It just says blend. Then immediately spoon mixture. Immediately. No chance. I would like to use the Candyman for this. I think this would be the Candyman. That's what it's for. Would be much better than mixing it by hand, but that's not what they say. Now watch, it works, and we'll never know if it was just the powder or the mixing process. My guess is that the mixing process really didn't matter if I did this. No matter what order, it's all a chemical reaction, which hopefully would have worked either way. Now I did put the marshmallows and those other ones back in the fridge. Okay, there are no lumps in this one, a few, but much better. Okay, so here we go. What I'll do then is I will finish this. Come back when this one is set for its allotted amount of time. And I'm going to give them a try. Yes, I'm going to try them. See, I see a lump there, so that didn't make too much of a difference. Maybe just dispersing that initial powder helps. Now, that's not to say you can't use any gumdrop or gummy mix that you want. You can do that. I'm the purist, I guess. I want to try what came originally with it, so you could see it, I could see it. And I've had a lot of these not turn out to the best, but it's the history for me. I've done both of these. Okay. It says 10 minutes. I will wait and see what happens. Okay, I am back. I had this in the fridge. Everything looks quite tasty. A little lumpy, but quite tasty. Now, I did go over my directions, and I think it's just a matter that these are definitely way too old. But I think overall, Mr. Candyman is a pretty cool set. Now, I looked at these in the fridge, and even with the alternative method, they just are not setting. So my guess is that it's just, it's set a little. You gotta admit, it's not total liquid, but let me see. I gotta give this a little. I gotta try each one just a little, just for fun. I'm just having fun. All right, let's try this cherry one. It tastes okay. This one here. That one tastes really good. Believe it or not. Now this marshmallowy treat, I don't know. I put it in the fridge just to see if it would set up. It definitely I don't know, sort of scares me. I'm not sure I'm going to try that one. It developed its own skin while it was sitting in the fridge. Look at this. Here, let me see if I can zoom in as I... Now remember, I don't eat a bunch of this. I just, for fun, give a little tiny bit. Let's see, look at this. It's almost skin-like. Kind of reminds me of a figgy kind of center. Let me just see if I can sniff that. It's not unpleasant in any sense of imagination there. It is, I don't know, has a slight chocolate hint. But other than that, I would say it does work. It's just my mixes are old. And if you want to play with a set like this, you can definitely take new mixes and try them out. So my Kandy kitchen, well, did you go watch that video? If you haven't, please check out that old video. I was kind of being goofy in that video. It was when I was first starting out, thinking, oh, I should go this direction, that direction. You'll see. It's still me, but early on. And over time, I've developed my own way of doing things and techniques. So let me know what you think about this set. Besides the fail of the original packets, I still wanted to show those to you. Let me know what you think about my new friend, the Mr. Candyman. Check it out. How cool was this? Pretty neat little set. And thanks for watching, everybody. I do appreciate it. Later.
If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS-Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.